Welcome back to the very first episode of Cold Horror Reviews. White Zombie is one of those early 1930s pre-code horror movies. Although it's a big step down from Frankenstein or Dracula, it's credited as the very first zombie movie in the history of cinema.
Zombie! Allez! Allez! They are not men, monsieur. They are dead bodies. Dead? Yes, monsieur. Zombie. The living dead.
Yes, you heard me right. But if you're expecting a band of survivors fighting back against hordes of flesh-eating zombies, this isn't the one. It wouldn't be until 1968 when legendary horror master George A. Romero released Night of the Living Dead with the zombies that we know today. Here we follow a couple who are about to get married on the island of Haiti, but the jealous friend of the husband has concocted an evil and honestly pretty far-fetched plan to get the woman just for himself. He asks a mysterious man living on the island to kill and then resurrect her as a living dead using voodoo magic. The voodoo man is played by Bela Lugosi, and he was the right fit for this role, giving a ghoulish and spine-chilling delivery, and that hypnotizing close-up of his eyes is just haunting. White Zombie does have many flaws. Apart from Bella's character, most of the other ones are super bland and forgettable. You can tell that most of these actors first performed on the cheap stage. There's a lot of overacting here, which was even criticized back then. There are plenty of junk cuts as well, and you've gotta have patience because the pacing is pretty slow. But the music is actually pretty good, and there's a use of shadows which gives off a certain creepy atmosphere here. And the sets used from other Universal Studio movies look pretty good. So yeah, this really is far from being a masterpiece, but it does have its moments here and there. If you're a die-hard zombie fan and looking for something a little different, then check it out.
What's up, you guys? If you don't know me, my name is Horrorgang, and I'm wearing a Rob Zombie shirt because his first band was White Zombie, and that's of course the movie that we're talking about today. First of all, I just want to say a huge shout out to Brian from Awful Movie Reviews. I'm a big fan of what he does, reviewing these cheesy, crappy horror B movies, etc. Because that's how I also started out my YouTube channel, doing a series in Craptober of October of 2021, just reviewing schlocky B horror movies, and it's something that I really love. So I'm a huge fan of Brian's work and his channel, and I was like, hey dude, I want to do a video with you. Let's do one. So we're going to be talking about kind of B horror movie, but it is a classic for sure in my opinion. We're going to be talking about White Zombie. Of course, as you all know, White Zombie features Bela Lugosi, and it is also one of my favorite Bela performances. He does a great job in this film, and the movie is very eerie. It's very creepy. It can be a little slow at sometimes, but it's something that it really grows on you each time you watch it. You also pick up on different stuff each time that you watch it. There's a whole book and a documentary even dedicated to how important White Zombie is, and it's kind of funny because at some points they're even reaching about how it relates to God and religion and all that. It's kind of funny, but it's nice to see that White Zombie does have a pretty cool fan base, and I'm one of them. And if you didn't know, White Zombie is the very first zombie horror film ever made. Not the kind of zombie that you expect or see nowadays, the modern zombie, which was, let's think, George Romero, for that, but it's the voodoo zombie. Any kind of zombie movie pre-Night of the Living Dead was pretty much like these kind of zombies, thanks to White Zombie. But like I said, I think Lugosi looks really cool in this film. His whole his whole hand thing that he does is really cool and mesmerizing. I really love it every single time that he does it. You know something's about to go down. One annoying thing that I must talk about this film is the crow or the raven. At some point in the film, it happens at least twice, but it's like this awful, bloody screech of this horrifying looking bird, and Lugosi is just kind of looking at it like, oh my god. It's super annoying because it's so loud and just obnoxious sounding. Yeah, that is one part that really irks me, but it's so funny of how horrible sounding that it actually is. If you haven't seen this film and are looking to watch it, it's public domain, so you can watch it pretty much anywhere. Amazon Prime, YouTube even, it's free on YouTube. yeah, it's public domain, so it's very accessible if you're looking to watch it, in which, in my opinion, go watch it. And of course, this movie came out in 1932, so it's right off of Bela Lugosi's success from Dracula. So if you're wondering what he did right after that, check out this, and he looks so cool in this movie, in my opinion. I think he looks great, and yeah, Dr. Vitas Vertiges, I think that's how you say his name, but yeah, pretty cool. Just like to give another huge shout out to Brian from Awful Movie Reviews. Make sure to hit that subscribe button if you enjoyed this video. Show love and support to him, and of course, if you all want to check out my channel, again, it's Horrorgang. Not trying to do free promo, but I wanted to do a collab video with him because I love what he does and it reminds me a lot of myself. So something in common, and yeah, thank you all for watching, and hopefully you enjoyed my segment on his channel. So yeah, peace you guys.